Obi Wan Kenobi, episode 4. We're over halfway through. Only 2 episodes left. And that's just sad, because I'm really enjoying this series. This just might be the best thing Disney has done with Star Wars since they bought it. Well, I don't know, Force Awakens was pretty good. But maybe this is a little better, because as good as Force Awakens was, you can't deny it's basically just a rehash of New Hope. Whereas this takes the established lore and makes something new with new action, new interesting characters, emotional depth, and terrifying Vader scenes. Although Force Awakens was pretty good. Maybe they're equal. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah. But I've enjoyed all the other shows Disney's done so far. I've enjoyed all 3 seasons of The Mandalorian. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. Those were good, but yeah, this is Star Wars in a way that I have to admit those didn't quite feel like. Maybe it's just the connection with the films, or stronger connection with the films, rather, or maybe it's that it feels slightly more cinematic, or both. I don't know, I'm loving this series so far. I think it's great. I'm trying to come up with new things to say without just repeating myself from last time. Like, Ewan McGregor continues to be excellent acting as Obi-Wan, at just the right spot in his life between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. I like this journey of him having to once again find hope and reconnect with the Force. You can tell he's really struggling, but he's getting there. He's gonna be Alec Guinness eventually. I don't know if we'll see that far in the series, but this is at least the start of him down that journey. Yeah, and speaking of the Force, I love how Leia's definitely showing, as Uncle Owen would put it. That scene where Reva attempts to break into her mind reminded me a bit of when Kylo Ren tries to do the same to Rey in The Force Awakens. She's so brave, too. That whole interaction with Reva when she's trying to get out of her where the Rebel base is and stuff, that was just terrific between the two of them. And I feel like we got maybe a little bit more of Reva's backstory, maybe a little bit of clue there. I really think, as others have speculated, I really think that she's one of the kids in that opening with the Order 66 stuff, and she feels betrayed by the Jedi, and that's kind of part of her backstory. I think there's a little more to it than that. She says she had a droid when she was a kid. Would she have had a pet droid if she was a Jedi? I don't know. But, yeah, it's interesting. I can't wait to find out more about her character. But yeah, I've gone on and on about the characters in previous videos already, so yeah, let's talk about this episode in particular. We open, of course, with that rescue of Obi Wan from the flames, and then we go into that brilliant comparison montage of Darth Vader and Kenobi in the Bacta tanks, and oh my goodness, that was just kind of sad. And then, of course, on to the rescue. I did say last week I was hoping Leia would get away and we wouldn't have to go through another rescue episode, because I thought, well, it might be too much of a repetition, and it could have been, but thankfully it wasn't. This is still a really good, really interesting, and very intense episode. They really pulled the action, terror, and drama together to form, like I say, a really good, really intense episode. Highlights, of course, as I've already said, included the Leia and Reva scenes. I mean, that little girl's got some bravery and power, and I love the sass with, like, is this a staring contest? And wanting to tell her father where the Rebel base is first. Reva is terrifying and clever, but she's no match for the daughter of Anakin and Padme. No match for Princess Leia. Who is? But yeah, there are also like some really horrific moments in this episode. Even with Leia strapped to that chair and that machine about to do whatever it was going to do to her. And that incredibly dark scene where Obi-Wan finds the tomb with all the defeated Jedi, both young and old, where they're kept, including, sadly, poor Tara Sinub. A great character from the Clone Wars, in case you don't know. I'm sad we had to see him dead. Why'd they have to throw that in there? Oh, I liked him. But yeah, there were quite a few things in this series which just go to show how horrible life is under the Empire and why the rebels are fighting. It's kind of cool to see the beginnings of the rebels as well, with this like small band of Path rebels that Kenobi gets to help him. And then that part where like one of them, the heartbreak when one of their own is killed and it becomes even more real for them. That was just so good. The actress that played the other rebel, the pilot who sees his ship go down, she plays it so well. Understated and more realistic. I'm really curious to see what happens next with them. If we're going to see more of them, if they're going to join in the fight to defeat Reva and the other Inquisitors, that would be really interesting. If like this serves to kind of inspire the whole Rebel Alliance more, maybe help informing it. I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, we've only got 2 episodes left. Can't wait to find out what happens. Sorry, it's going to be a short video. I could say more, but I don't have the time right now. I got some things I need to do. But yeah, do you guys have any theories? I like listening to theories about what's going to happen. Do you guys have any theories about Reva, the Rebels, what's going to happen next, where you think the series is going? Are we going to see Obi Wan Kenobi communicate with Qui Gon? I don't know. But let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week for the next episode. I mean, I'll have other videos out. My next video actually is going to be probably tomorrow or the next day, I'm not sure. But I'm going to be discussing 2 things that I am very excited for. The new Wednesday Addams series from Tim Burton, and the new Monsters film from Rob Zombie. I have some things to say about the teasers that came out for those the other day. So I'm going to be posting that maybe tomorrow or the next day, not sure. But yeah, I've already recorded most of it. I just have to edit it. But yeah, see you later, guys. Bye.